starting some displacement, frustrated behavior. This is called fiddle behavior. He started humping my leg a little, and that's from over arousal. He might want to jump. So I'm just going to freeze. So he was latching on. I'm freezing. Yes. As soon as he lets go, I yes entreat him. And when he looks up at me, yes, I'll yes entreat again. I'm not going to wait for a sit right now. Yes. And now he's, yes, really good job. Really good boy. So he's getting rewarded for the behavior I like, and it's bringing his blood back into the front part of his brain where he can make decisions and choices. In the back part of the brain where he's mouthing, vocalizing, jumping up on counters, humping, that's all in the back brain, the amygdala. And, you know, it's very primal part of the brain. And you don't really make good choices when all the blood's there. So taking any amount of success and rewarding that starts bringing the blood towards the frontal part of the brain. So when he was humping me, if I freeze, as soon as he unlatches or lets go, or if he was biting me, as soon as he opens his mouth, even if it's for a better bite, you take that instant his mouth is off of your body and you mark that with a yes, and then you reward with a treat because you're rewarding the absence of the biting. And then before he has a chance to bite again, you immediately say yes and treat, and you might need to do that 2 or 3 times to bring him back into the frontal part, and then he's going to be able to make good choices like sitting and laying down. And now you can see he's more calm and he's more in his frontal part of the brain, whereas before the video you were, that was a little bit of frustration. So he got up. Normally what I would do, so this is the humping, I would have already marked that, but for the video, I want to show you in real time. So I'm freezing. Yes. He lets go. Yes and treat. After he eats the treat, I'm going to immediately reward. Yes. Awesome. After he eats that treat on the floor, I'll, yes, immediately reward. Yes. Great job. He's already in a sit, so now let's see what he can do. Can he look at me and remain calm? Can he lie down? We'll see. His body language looks pretty relaxed. If he was starting to fidget and move around, I wouldn't wait for the down. So he is grooming himself. Sometimes that is a calming signal, but the rest of his body looks pretty calm. Yes. So that vocalization of just the panting, that's some arousal. So I'm going to go ahead and reward. Yes, super good boy. I know it's super tough. Are you tired? Yes. And so I can play a little game. Brahms. Name game. Do some work with him and bring him back because he's having trouble self-regulating a bit. Search. When he looks back up at me, I'll mark in reward. Yes. Not waiting for the sit or the down right now. Search. And this is just getting his brain again back to the frontal part, or the blood back into the frontal part of the brain. Yes, with some work. Search. But it's really easy work. You notice I'm not tossing the treat out far, so he'll get more aroused running. Yes, he was going to hump me there. Yes, I'm helping him before. Yes, good job. He tried to hump and then he chose to sit. So I'm going to treat party here. Treat parties where you give one treat right after the other in succession, which sometimes that's really necessary, right? Because one and done doesn't always do it. Nice work. And so now the sit is much more relaxed. Let's see what he's doing. He goes away from me. Yes! I say yes before he gets to me in case